So today is going to be a normal Minecraft Let's Play, but I'm going to tell a story. Well, it's not really a story. It's just me going to be yapping about. It's just going to be me yapping about family, friends, life, stuff like that. Stuff that everybody goes through. And honestly, it's not really exciting. Just me chilling. But I will tell this one story. It was a very, I think, oh yes, I was 10 years old. Yeah, I remember I was 10 years old. I went to go play, not play. This is when I found out that my biological father had died, right? So I was 10. No, I think I'm not sure I was 9 or 10, but that doesn't really matter. I went to his house. So, so for context, I live with my mom. I live with my mom, my brother, my younger brother, and my previously. Oh, okay. And my previously stepfather, because he passed away as well recently. So I'm gonna start off with my biological father first. So I went to the house, looked around. I was young. I didn't know so most of the people there. Only knew like three people there, which was my three older sisters. They're like in their 20s now, way older than me. Well, not way older, but a bit older than me. So I'm walking around the house, going in. People saying hey. Little me ain't know them. I'm just confused because my mom and my they had left. And they had left, and my stepdad was at work that day. Yeah, it was getting dark, so I was just there, chilling on the couch, and then they told us to come outside because of the bonfire. To like, I guess it was, oh, I can't reach it. It was to say our last goodbyes. So we go outside. It's nighttime, stars out. I stand in front. Well, let's say the house is in front of me. I'm standing right here next to it, and the bonfire is in the middle. Yeah, so I'm like standing looking at the bonfire. There's a candle wick in my hand, by the way, because I actually don't know what they gave her 10-year-old a candle wick, but hey, I had one. But yeah, I had one. I think they were saying either a prayer or saying like things that he done for them and why they care for him so much. I don't really remember those years ago, but I do remember the candle wick falling down, like the drip of the candle wax fell down to my hand. It didn't burn, but yeah, it didn't burn. So I looked down. No, what I had thought was the candle wax had dripped onto my hand. I looked down and I realized, wait, this not candle wax. It's tears. And I looked back up at the fire, right? I used my other hand, rub my cheeks, realized there's tears running down my face. I'm like, I'm crying? And I turn around because like my sisters were standing behind me because there's like a whole group of people surrounding the bonfire. So I turn behind me. I look up. I see my sister. She placed her hand on my shoulder. I was like, what's going on? So I turn back at the fire, at the bonfire. So I'm just staring like, I was like, wow, I guess I do feel sad. Because I think that was the first time. Well, I won't say the first time. The first time I cried over someone dying. Who was it? Like, because a lot of people die in my family. Well, I won't say in my family, but a lot of relatives died. and I don't know them. So I'm like, oh, that's something. Oh no, oh shoot, oh shoot. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's something. Is there anything else? But yeah, I was crying. I'm like staring at the bonfire, crying, tears falling down my. It's not strong tears. I'm like silent, calm, but it's like like two tears run down both my eyes. I'm like, oh, cause that was the first time I realized like, oh, he's dead. So I was like, that's. I don't think I said it was crazy, but like, wow. I was like, wow. Well, I won't see him anymore. So I was like, dang. Okay, so fast forward. It was like all close to midnight. No, I think it was like 10 o'clock at night. My mom comes, picks me up from the house. She's like, how was it? I was like, it was good. I'm in the back seat, brother next to me. I'm like, yeah, it's good. I'm staring out the window, looking back at the house. I'm just staring, blank faced, lost and thought, cause I didn't know what to say or do. And after that, I was confused, like, what do I do now? But then I kind of just distracted myself with the phone. So I got on YouTube, started watching videos back to back. I think this is when my insomnia kicked in, cause before then I used to go to bed I used to go to bed early, like 10. I mean not 10 o'clock, like 8. Cause I was in I was in like kindergarten. I mean not kindergarten, middle school. I mean, oh my gosh, I was in like elementary school. I'm not sure what grade, but I knew I was in elementary school. So I started watching YouTube, watching videos to turn myself. Specifically, I remember watching J Cub Scouts, Curry X Kenshin, stuff like videos like that. Think Noodles, yeah, cause I was a big manga kid. I still am. I like a bunch of different YouTube videos. So yeah, I get home, go to my room, lights off. Um, cause by the way, for context, my current house that I'm living in now is the exact same layout as the one I lived in when I was 10, because it's owned by the same person. We just rent it. So I get home, go to YouTube. I get home, go to my room. So I'm chilling in my bed, watching YouTube. Let me change my key mounts. That's a matter of fact. Chilling in my bed, watching YouTube. Don't know what to do. So I'm just lost, right? I'll just keep watching YouTube. I don't know what to do. Watch YouTube, 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 and that's probably yeah. That's I kept watching it so much into the night that by the time I realized it was morning, because I remember it was Friday. It was Friday or Saturday, because I think it was a weekday or beginning of the weekend. So I get up. So I'm on YouTube. Wow, how many times have I said YouTube? So I look up from my phone, realizing it's daytime. I've been watching videos the entire night. And by the time it was like 5 a.m., 5, 6 a.m., I was like, oh, I'm going to get in trouble. But I pretend, because how kids pretend to sleep. Yeah, because when my mom woke up, I pretend to be asleep. So I was just doing that. So after I didn't really have any emotions. I'm gonna say no. Let me rephrase it. I didn't really express my emotions during that time, because the only time I generally they she generally no she didn't even see me cry. I don't remember what the last time she seen me cry was. Probably me getting beat by her, but she never seen me cry specifically about that. So I guess that's a reason. Uh, but yeah, that's that's about it about my biological father. Because the thing is, I didn't really know him that well. All I knew was that he's my biological father. I met him, but I never like knew him. So I was like, oh, okay. I have pictures. I have like two pictures for him at most. I even have a, I don't know where it's at. Oh, here it's right here actually, right here. Homecoming celebration of Mr. Leon Fates Brown. That's his name. That's where I get my name from. Well, my name isn't Leon Fate, but I get the last name from. I'm getting a middle name soon because it's kind of fire. But yeah, he's born January 11, 1977, and died October 31st, 2018. So yeah, I was about 9 years old. I was about 9 years old. Y'all don't know this, but I turned 17 Thursday. I turned 17 Thursday, April 2nd. Wait, yeah, April 2nd. Yeah, he was born here and lived here his entire life. I just realized they spelled my name wrong. It appeared Jaden. Well, I'm not surprised. Everyone spells my name wrong. Well, a lot of people spell my name wrong. I have to correct them because it's Jaden. I don't really care. But anyways, fast forward to last year. This this is my stepfather. My stepfather has been in my life since I was 1 years old. So I basically remember all my time with him. So it's around summer. I think July. No, it was June or summer. I walk into the kitchen about to get a snack. My mom calls me on my phone. I mean, not calls me. No. This afterward. I mean, before. I walk into the kitchen. My mom walks from the back door and carrying my she was like lifting my father up by the arm, man, holding his arm and while they were walking to the side door, which like right across from, oh my god, which is right across from it, because it's like a back door, and there's a little section, and there's the back. I mean, there's the side door where it meets the driveway. So she walks to the door. She tells me open the door. I'm like, I open the door. I'm staring like, what's going on? Cause my dad, I'm like, he must be sick or something, having a heart attack or something. I was like, oh, so we going to the hospital? Cause he looked strenuous, like he was sweating. He couldn't stand up. So I was like, oh, okay. I'm assuming he's like having problems or something. So she puts him in the car. She drives. She gets in and drives to the hospital. I don't hear about them. I don't hear about them till like later on during the day. It's like nighttime, I think. She comes back home. No, I don't remember. I don't exactly remember. She either comes back home or she picks us up and drives us to the hospital. Oh no! I remember now. Cause I remember she comes back home and tells us he had a stroke. Oh, yeah, it was a stroke or the seizure. Uh, Hold on, guys. Let me look. Okay, I'm back. It was a stroke. Yeah, it was a stroke. So I'm like, oh, but he's still alive. He's just in the hospital, right? His The thing is, I remember this said something in his brain made him unable to move or speak, or move his muscles and speak. I'm like, oh, well, that sucks. Well, I didn't say that sucks. I didn't say anything. So I was thinking like, oh, that sucks because me being me, I couldn't express any emotions. I couldn't express like I didn't know what to feel. So I'm like, oh, so I'm just staring. I'm just staring at her, straight face. I'm like, oh, okay. But I was still listening. I was like, okay. Yeah, I was still straight face. So I was confused on what to do. I mean, I wasn't exactly confused on what to do, but time skip. A few days later, a few months later, yeah, a few days to a few weeks later, he gets transported to a rehabilitation center where a bunch of old people, you know how not veterinarians, how veterans go to like with disabilities or lose lost limbs, they go to certain places to get rehabilitated, basically stuff like that. So he goes there after while the doctor saying like, oh, he's getting better, So let's get married there. But he still can't speak. But a few days later, or it's like a month or so, we can hear him, but I can't. But we can slightly hear him. He was like we could hear he was trying to speak, but I couldn't understand him. So I had my mom or my brother. Well, no, I had my mom to try see what he was saying because I was leaning in. I just couldn't understand what he was saying. So I was like, I saw you. I was listening to her. So I was like, oh, okay. He basically just wanted us to know how we did, because parents are wanting to know how kids they is. So we was talking. I was in front of the bed. There's TV next to me. I was looking up at the TV, looking down at my phone, because I didn't want to look at him. Because well, I didn't say I didn't want to look at him. I just like I know this might sound wrong, but I was. What can I say this? I wasn't disgusted, but I was like, I didn't want to see him. I did not like the way he was looking. Like I didn't feel bad. Well, no, I guess I did feel bad if I didn't. I don't know honestly. At the time, I felt the same. I didn't know. So I was like, so I was just there. I was basically there as an observer, looking around, not sure what to do. So I'm doing that. Yes, I'm doing that. Sorry, I had to. Like for some reason I couldn't focus. But yeah, a few days pass. I'm like, I'm. Oh my gosh, I'm zoning out. Yeah, a few days pass. I'm not sure, bro. I done messed up my keyboard. So, yeah, but a few days pass. He's still in hospital. I mean, he's still in rehabilitation center. I'm going to school, doing normal stuff. My mom, I didn't know this, but I'm in lunch. I'm in lunch. I get called to the therapist. I get called from lunch. I get up, walk out the lunch. Like, there's a room right across next to the bathrooms, right? Because the bathroom is a straight shot. But before that, there's a room, and it's a person. I don't know who she is. It's a female. She calls me I walk in, close the door behind. I sit down. It's like she asks me. She asks me, "How is your father doing?" I was like, "He's doing good." And in my mind, it's like, "Who is she? How does she know about that? I don't know who she is. Why does she care?" She was like, "Your mom contacted me to see how you were doing." I was like, "Oh, okay." And my mom's like, "Why did she do that? That was unnecessary." Yeah, I was like, "That was unnecessary. She didn't need to do that." And she was asking me questions about, okay, how you feeling? You doing well? No, honestly, I was like, yeah, yeah. The only, I'm not even gonna lie. The only thing I was honest about in the entire conversation was what my brother was feeling. Cause she asked me how your brother dealing with this. And I said that yeah, he's been acting a bit out of pocket lately, but that's about it. I mean, not out of pocket. He's acting a bit wilder than usual. Cause he was like, yeah, he's 12. He's 12 years old, turning 13 this year. Yeah, he was acting you know how kids are. You know how children are when they lose something they really like. Yeah, yeah. So time skip. Uh, months later, it was December. I remember. It was October or December. this is my crafting table. Yeah, October, it was November or December. Yeah, October or December. I'm at home chilling. My mom, I'm chilling. Yeah, I'm chilling in the background. My brother chilling. My mom comes home. Yeah, I'm assuming, man, it's my mom at the door. She comes home, walks in there. She said, Jaden, she wants somebody to say, Jaden, meet me in the living room. I was like, okay. She goes to my brother. No, I was the last person. My brother was already in the living room. I walk in there. I walk in there. I see two people from my church, her and my uncle and aunt from my mom's side. I was like, so the first thought in my brain when I was telling her, I was like, oh, my very first thought, like, oh, so I'm assuming he died, but then the second thought, like, no, that doesn't make sense because the doctor said he was getting better. So I was like, I pushed the thought in my mind. I was like, oh, never mind, this must be something else. He must be like going to surgery or something. So I'm sitting against the window. My brother on the couch listening. My mom next to me. So she starts talking. No, they start talking to each other like, what you want to say? Should I say it? I was like, I'm gonna say it because I'm their mom. I was like, okay. Oh, the crafting table is literally in my inventory. I'm saying because I'm their mom. I'm like, okay. And all honesty, all right, just get it over. I'm like, what is this about? So she oh my god, I keep zoning out. Oh my gosh. She tells me, oh my god. Wait, that's the wrong button. She tells me, voice shaking. She starts to cry. I'm like, I said, oh, so this probably is what I think it is. She tells me, oh, your father, Marlon, he died. I'm like, oh, okay. The thing is, I didn't, I didn't know what to feel, cause, you know, it's Marlon. I was like, you're Marlon. I like, I thought about like that doesn't make sense, cause my brother when he was standing right there, I was like, and he started to cry. And he wasn't saying anything, but he started to cry, tears running down his face. I was like, I was standing there looking confused, cause not even like 2 weeks ago, it was like a month, not even a month or I don't even think a month had passed. The doctor had said, he's getting better. I was like, oh, all right, it's cool. I'm like, so I'm thinking everything fine and dandy. Uh, hold on, guys. All right, I'm back. So, oh yeah, I was sitting there confused, looking around. I tilt my head because I'm trying to rack my brain, thinking about possibilities. I say out loud. I look around and I speak. But didn't the doctor say he was getting better? He said, yeah, he was. Then no, you think I think it was the church people. Oh wait, you think it was the church people or my cousin said, yeah, he was. I like, what do you mean was? Why did it say that? I like, what you mean was? It said his I think it said something about his organs failing him. I like, I don't know. Yeah, I was like, how? So something like that is just gonna randomly happen. And the first thing I didn't feel was sadness, anything, or it wasn't anything like that. Yeah, not at all. The first time I thought like, I was like, how does that make sense? And I'm like, oh, I guess that makes sense because having a stroke, you sitting in the bed. I guess he was a big man. He was a big man. He was losing weight. Well, not losing weight, but like his limbs were losing weight, but he had belly on him. So it's like, I guess that had something to do with it, cause I didn't know. Yeah, I guess that had something to do with it. So I'm sitting there, I look to the side. My mom crying. My mom's crying. My brother's crying, and I'm just staring. But yeah, I wasn't crying. Had to have an expression. I had a confused expression at first before I asked the question, but after they answered, I was just staring expression. I was like, literally, that was me. I didn't say anything, didn't express anything. I was just staring. And they asked like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah." And they started talking about, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. All I remember said he died at 8 p.m. I was like, 8 p.m. Right. And it was a little bit after that. I went into my room. Yeah, a few minutes after I went into my room, lights off. The only thing on was the TV, but see, you know how Roku's TV be like, once you like leave it on for a period of time, it just shows like there's certain screen just going back. I mean, just going forward in a loop. Basically, that was playing, and I'm sitting on my bed. I didn't know what. I'm just sitting on my bed, like, huh? But yeah, I'm sitting on my bed, staring at TV. I get up. The next motion I feel, I wasn't angry. I was just like, well, yes, I was angry, cause like that doesn't make sense. How did? Cause I was mad because that didn't make sense. And then I started. You know how kids be having those silent yells. And that was me. I was like, I was getting mad, but I wasn't acting crazy or anything. But yeah, I was like, I was in my room. My mom walked. I mean, not my mom. I had my dirt clothes. I was. Oh my gosh, spider. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'll continue the story in a bit. I just need to. Where is? Oh, oh my gosh, I was about to die. But yeah, my mom. Yeah, okay. My mom walks in. She's still crying. Well, she wasn't. She didn't walk in. She opens the door because she's in the hallway. I walk towards her. She's like, give me a hug. I'm like, cause I'm not a. I didn't like hugging people in the slightest. So I was like, she's like, give me a hug. I'm like, you know what? I can make an exception. I was like, you know what? She could get an exception, so I hug her. Cause after that, after my little silent outburst rage moment, I just felt empty. Yes, I just felt empty. Hold on. Be right. But anyways, I'm gonna end this video early. because I'm kinda in trouble. Must because of my grades, which I can't bring myself to care about. I have two L's and a D. It's not because I get the answers wrong. Well, for math, it is. Well, it's just that I don't turn in my work early, so it doesn't really count. It must because I just do it late. So yeah. So far, we only got 3 grades per day, and this time I brought me down all the way to an F. That's what I don't get, but hey, I can't really complain. Oh shit. It's a village right there. I'm currently standing up. Oh my gosh. But yeah, like I was saying, I'll make a part 2 to this video. But yeah, it's been a talk, a TED talk. Well, not TED talk. It's been a talk. But see you guys in the next video. Peace.